Champ, the most valuable skill that you need to learn in the next season of the creator economy, it isn't how to build the next trendy funnel. It's not about how to run ads or how to go viral. Despite what all of those Miro board nerds will make you believe, it ain't any of that shit. The most valuable skill that you need to learn is exactly that. Because no matter what, your business is going to be capped by your ability to learn, adopt, and implement new skills. This is especially critical if you're an educator creator like I am. You might be an online coach, maybe a mentor or a consultant, and if that's the case, then it's absolutely vital that you understand the fundamental mechanics of how humans learn, so you can help your clients get world-class results, because surely that's the goal, right? But here's the crazy thing. I bet you've never even considered this. If I were to say the word pedagogy, would you have any clue what I'm referring to? Now, there's a fat chance that the answer is hell no. I mean, it's a weird-ass word, to be honest. Kind of sounds made up, but it isn't. Pedagogy is the method, the practice, and the science of how humans learn. It underpins everything. It's by understanding the 5 principles of pedagogy that I've been able to 10x the size of my education business in just the past year. I recently hit a record of 194K a month with my consulting business Scale 20 by leaning hard as fuck into these 5 principles that have also helped my clients become go-to operators within their markets. Okay, so here's a little fun fact for you. I've actually been in online education now for over a decade. It was 12 years ago when I was a dentist. I specialized in helping other dentists around the world get better at making teeth look like teeth. I had this pretty crazy micro skill where I would use white filling material to make teeth look like teeth again. I know it sounds kind of obvious, but turns out that making a tiny object look like something that nature had made in a small dark hole that's constantly moving, well, turns out that shit was pretty fucking hard, and for whatever reason, I was good at it. So I shared my processes online. I was in all of these online forums sharing cases that I'd done. I mean, I was posting photos of teeth on my Instagram account back in 2014 when Instagram didn't even have videos. It was just photos of, I don't know, your nan and shit like that. Now, technically, I'm allowed to call myself a doctor. Fuck it, I'll let my editor throw up that clip from The Hangover.
But you know what, best little chap, you know where that is?
I do. It's at the corner of Get a Map and Fuck Off. I'm a doctor, not a tour guide. Figure it out yourself.
Okay, but recently I found out that it was only in the mid-20th century that we started referring to medical clinicians as doctors. Previously, it was anyone who was given the doctor title, and it was based around the original Latin definition of the word teacher. So for the purpose of today's video on the topic of how to learn so damn fast it feels legal, you can call me Dr. Tom. Right, before we dive in, if you're a creator educator like me and you're not in my free Skool Communities scale, what the hell are you doing? Do you not want access to my free CreatorOS Notion dashboard that I use to manage my entire creative workflow that most creators charge $100 for? Or do you not want my free YouTube Accelerator course where I've compiled all the resources that I've used to learn the skills to build my audience here on YouTube? Well, if you're not already in, you should be, okay? The link's down in the description. Hit the sub button whilst you're at it, okay? That's a prescription from Dr. Tom. Okay, let's dive in here. Here are the 5 fundamental principles of helping people learn so fast you might end up in prison. Okay, first up is sequencing. And this is where most online courses and educators completely fail. Education order matters. You wouldn't teach someone advanced video editing transitions before they knew how to upload a file to Premiere Pro, whatever, right? That just doesn't make sense. But that's exactly what most course creators do. Most online educators think all they need to do is throw up some ludicrous long course of hundreds of Google Docs and just talk through them. I mean, it's lazy, it's shite, and it's fucking bullshit. Instead, here's what I do in my Scale 20 Mentorship Accelerator. I actually lock access to the next module until my clients have proven they've implemented the skills from the current one. They have to fill out a micro checklist showing that they've actually done the work and implemented the part of our growth infrastructure before they can move on to the next part of our growth infrastructure. This is really key because this eliminates one of the biggest hindrances to progress, the dreaded feeling of overwhelm that your clients bang on about. What that is they are just confused and they've got too many things just bombarding them. So don't be like everyone else. don't do it that way. Give people the right education at the right time. Okay, second is scaffolding. Essentially, this is giving people training wheels. When kids learn to ride a bike, you don't just throw them on a two-wheeler and hope for the best, right? You give them stabilizers and you hold them, and then you gradually remove the support. You hold them a little bit lighter until they've basically got it. And of course, you know, they're gonna fall over the first few times, but fuck it, it's funny watching them fall over, right? And that's the best way to learn. In business, this means providing resources like templates, checklists, swipe files, video demos. For example, when I teach my clients how to create viral short-form content, I don't just make engaging videos, I give them a template with the exact structure, the hook, the body, the CTA. I give them a step-by-step micro checklist for when they go to publish that. And finally, I give them screen recordings of my exact process. I did this the other day. I took them through my exact process of how I go from ideation to publishing on a very specific type of content that I call authority jacking content on my Instagram account. Doing it this way gives them the training wheels to start, then they can develop their own style once they've mastered the basics. Okay, third is feedback loops, and this is all about the mastery cycle, the secret to becoming world-class at a specific skill. Here's how mastery actually works. First, we learn something, then we try it out, then we get feedback, then we adjust the thing, and then we repeat infinitely. Most people get stuck at the try phase because they're terrified that their first attempt will be shit. The thing is, it will be. So I just give my clients a simple rule called the rule of 100. Commit to 100 reps of whatever skill you're learning. 100 pieces of content, 100 outreach messages, 100 sales conversations. In those first 100, you're gonna naturally get better and you're gonna identify outliers. And those are the 10% of things that really work that you can then take feedback and go and try again. But here's where it gets interesting. I've now created an arsenal of AI-powered assistants for my clients. Custom AI GPTs trained on all my frameworks that can analyze their work and give them instant feedback. I mean, I recently launched my new content authority coach where my clients can drop a draft script or a post in and it will review it. It's going to rate it on authority, trust, and viral potential faster and more consistently than I ever could. Fourth is active learning. Humans learn fastest by doing, not by consuming. My core philosophy in Scale 20 is called FAFO, and that stands for fuck around and find out. The more you test in your actual market with your actual audience, the faster you will get real feedback. When clients ask me what they should do, I always ask them, well, what do you think you should do? Because the fastest path to mastery is getting answers from their market. It's not from me sitting here in the office of destiny. But here's where most people get stuck, okay? So they try and make everything perfect. They get paralyzed into inaction by the fear of publishing something that isn't perfect. And that's not how entrepreneurship works. So what I do is I teach the 80% rule. 80% done is 100% fucking awesome. Big shout out to Dan Martell here. I took it from his book, Buy Back Your Time. Highly recommended. I mean, he calls it 80% done is 100% freaking awesome. I don't know what freaking is. I think that's something that P. Diddy did. So I use the word fuck because I know it pisses some of you nerds off. Why do you have to curse in your content? It devalues it. Because I get a kick from knowing it pisses you off, that's why. Okay, so here's the rule, okay? If it's 80% done, ship it, get it out there, press send, press post, press publish, get it out. Start the feedback loop of the mastery cycle, okay? Business is just evolution. It's not perfection, okay? Just look at OpenAI with ChatGPT. They went from version 1 and they're now at 5. You know, they'll be at whatever the hell in 2 years' time, but they're constantly improving from getting real world user feedback. Okay, so the final principle is so important. This is motivational design. This is what keeps people engaged throughout the journey. Most educational programs just dump a load of content on people and they just hope that they're going to stick around. Now, probably the best to have ever done motivational design in the online business space is one of the GOATs, our lad Russell Brunson, with the vinyl discs that you would put on the back of your wall if you got $1 million or you put $10 million through a ClickFunnels funnel. Look, and you know, for me, I just wanted to do something a little bit more personal, a little bit more me, a little bit less Miro board nerds, you know, stick a disc behind me, kind of, I don't give a shit about that stuff. So I've just designed a simple reward system, and it's all based around a simple climbing carabiner. If you've ever been climbing, I'm into mountains, climbing, that kind of shit. I really like carabiners. I find them really useful. Actually, fuck it. Give me a sec. Let me just go grab them so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the rewards that my clients get. Okay, so here's mine, because I'm past 100K, so I've got the purple one. And this is the original carabiner that I got when I was living in the French Alps during what felt like one of the freest and most fun times of my life, like probably about 9 years ago now. I bought this carabiner. And so this prize for me represents support, because like this is all about support and keeping things close to you. And so my clients, based on where they're at, they're going to get one of these. So 10K per month is black. 20K per month, sorry, actually 10K per month is just from being a member of Scale 20. That is 10K per month. Orange is 20K per month. Yellow first, I think, from my memory. I'm really bad at math. And then blue is 80, and then purple is 100. I don't know why my mind blanked there. I like literally deal with this shit every day. So anyway, you saw a little bit behind the scenes of my mind fucking blanking. The idea is that every time my client picks up their keys, which they're going to do every single day, they're going to get reminded of what level entrepreneur they're at, and they're going to have an incentive to get to the next level. And this means a lot to me. Instead of like a fucking vinyl stuck to the back of my wall, who wants that? One of the other things that I've launched that helps my clients with motivational design is I've given them AI-powered KPI dashboards so that my clients can visually see their progress. It gives them an idea of where they're at and where they can get to, where the next milestone is. I also give out quarterly awards for revenue milestones, personal brand growth, and also I give out an award for the MVP, the most valuable player of the quarter. Without motivational design, people just drop off, okay? So they need to see their next milestone and understand what they're gonna get for reaching it. This is why my Scale 20 clients hit their 20K months, okay? Whilst other better courses stay stuck. It's not about the information, it's about the delivery system. A delivery system that optimizes for knowledge and skill implementation in the right sequence, giving them the scaffold of resources that act as training wheels when they start something new, in-market feedback, so they get real data and insights to take their skills to the next level. The rule of 100 is all you need, by the way, to level up every single day. Relentless action, despite not things being perfect. Fuck around and find out, and 80% done is 100% fucking awesome. And then finally 5, motivational design that gives them an incentive to get to the next milestone. While everyone else is creating 47 module information dumps and wondering why their clients won't get results, we're designing learning experiences based on actual cognitive science. If you're a business coach or a consultant already serving clients and doing at least 10K per month and you want to get to your first or next 20K monthly goal, the best decision you'll ever make is to join us in the Winners Factory, Scale 20. Go click the link down below, send me a DM on Instagram with the number 77. I'll send you the invitation to join us when I next open the doors. We only take a few clients on each month. Now that you know the skills you need to learn to help your clients operate at a totally new level, you need a simple model to scale your business. If you're like me, you value just a few things: peace, calm, and simplicity. For me, that means doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Hustling, grind, complexity, fuck all that stuff. It's what allows me to make over 100 grand a month without things like sales calls, a sales team, complex funnels, upsells, downsells, cross sells, sell your nan sells. I don't have any of that shit. If you want the exact step-by-step blueprint, go watch this short video over here, okay? Go watch it. Right, that was sick. I will see you in the next one.